one day I got myself thinking about how I would be so lucky to win a lottery of about billions of euros. And I was thinking, if that happens, what I would do is to go to Africa, Nigeria to be specific, to settle off some people, some different people, not bad people really. There's nobody that is bad. Let's know that everyone is different from everyone. Not that people are better than people or bad, you know. So I said I will settle the differences in Nigeria by settling the different people. So after thinking that how I would have loved to settle people if I am lucky to win lottery, I got myself thinking again, but where will I start from? Who should I settle first? Is it the corrupt politician I will have to settle, or is it the bandits I will have to settle?
About 0100 hours this morning, a joint security team comprising the military, the police and the DSS stormed the camp in Oda in Imo State and Lille community in Anambra State. Yeah, and when we got there, we noticed that the community has been deserted. These boys have taken over the community. They've carved out swaths of land for themselves, and that is a brand of insurgency. There is nobody, it's just a ghost town. Everybody has disappeared from this town. And in course of the raid, the security forces were able to rescue the Aiedee from Okigwe, Aiedee Iheanacho Ndukwe, who was kidnapped I think some days ago. And then we discovered a lot of decapitated bodies. And surprisingly, in the 21st century, we noticed that people practice cannibalism here, because we saw human flesh being roasted. You know, so it was an eyesore. And we recovered a lot of vehicles. We saw a lot of dead bodies. What they do is to kidnap. They kill some of them they behead them, and then they roast. Yes, we have arrested a good number of them. Of course, they engaged the security forces, the military, the police, and the DSS. They engaged us, and we've made a lot of arrests.
And I want to commend the security agencies in Imo State, the DSS, the Army, the Navy, the police, the Civil Defense, all of them, for putting their heads together and making sure that at least Imo people will come home to celebrate Christmas. It has been a very thing of worry, wondering how entire local government like Osun local government will be abandoned in the hands of criminals and cannibals. From what we have seen, you will not agree with me that these are ordinary criminals and bandits who has no future, who has no plan, who are killing human beings and roasting human beings, eating human beings, cannibals. How else are we supposed to treat this kind of idiots, if not to ensure that the law takes its course?
I got myself thinking again, but where will I start from? Who should I settle first? Is it the cultists?
But there's more of that. There's more of the killing.
Then go after those that killed somebody. Go get them.
Does it bother you?
It bothers me, and that is why I'm talking the way I'm talking.
Those that are not recognized members, whatever they do, in whatever name, you are not liable for their action.
The president admitted criminal elements have infiltrated the NBM, but claimed he is determined to flush them out.
The infiltrations has caused so much harm to our organization, and it's as if the organization is being hijacked, and most of them we've arrested.
I got myself thinking again, but where will I start from? Who should I settle first? Is it the cultists I will have to settle first, or the normal armed robbers I will have to settle, or is it the corrupt politician I will have to settle, or is it the bandits I will have to settle, or is it the non-law-abiding citizen that I will have to settle? So I finally gave up. It was a mere thinking anyway, but I still gave up on thinking about settling people to make Nigeria settle. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Why? Because there are too many rivers to cross before we get to where we are
The
going.
minister is not truthful. In normal good societies, the minister should resign. And if you see, the minister perpetrated this fraud right from
Sorry, please.
the beginning.
Let me
finish,
Catch,
please.
you have
on my way, let me
to
just finish.
speak
Let
with
me talk. I beg you, I'm in Nigeria.
You speak
Don't
with
try to
facts.
catch me.
You speak
This,
with facts.
It is a fraud.
Yeah, exactly.
Try
You have to speak
let
with
me
facts.
finish, please. When you try to do an agreement on behalf of your country, and then you don't show your country any agreement, because writing those things in Chinese letters is because of the things that we saw happening in other African countries, where the Chinese will come in gently pretending to be a development partner, and the next day they go. I have it on a good authority. The Chinese are targeting the LNG. That's what they want.
Those are allegations.
Good. And if you are saying you want to sell Nigeria to China, for how much? 400 million. The same 400 million Buhari got back from Abacha Lut and shared it according to him.
Those are allegations.
That's what we are doing.
Dr. Catch, I think you should.
My party, the PDP, will not allow, or because we did business with the Chinese and we never wrote an agreement to give away our sovereignty. This thing was hidden. There were no prints that actually were written in English. It is simply because we've not taken those papers to go and reinterpret it that we have now found out that somewhere, somehow, Nigerians signed agreement, signed Nigeria over to the Chinese to give our sovereignty to China. The Chinese are planning to take our LNG. That's what it is. They will not touch your military or diplomatic asset. Any other asset in the country is free. And of course, I agree the way my brother said, they will help you to fail. And once they fail, there's no arbitration. They take those things and you start arguing. They will tell you they simply are implementing the letters of the agreement. And if you like go to arbitration or not, they have that thing. So we don't want this. 400 million. Please, we don't want anything that will make Nigeria lose its sovereignty. Absolutely. We do not want anything. No, please, we don't want. Nigeria will be going on our own pace. And nobody has said they want our sovereignty. What do you want tomorrow? Okay, tomorrow they will now close our oil fields. That is it now. Because they said, leave diplomatic, leave military assets. But who are we? The Chinese can overrun us. If they ever want to take anything and we say no, they will overrun us with their military because they have stronger military capability like we do. So why should we be this foolish? And for me, the minister should resign and the government should apologize to the people. And that's why I've been saying since that the president is not available to act, to guide the ship of state. And that's why you see all this is happening. We are only discovering this simply because some Nigerians, having read about the Chinese behavior in some other African countries, took these papers to go for reprint. And when they went for interpretation, they found out that the minister actually signed away our sovereignty.
Are you saying it wasn't written in English?
No, it was not.
Really?
Never.
Are you sure?
It was this very agreement. I'm happy we're discussing it now.
If it wasn't written in English, how did I get that quote?
Because this problem, when we found out it was only written in Mandarin. Nigerians said, look at what is happening in other African countries. Let us go and interpret this thing written in Chinese. That was how we went to do it, and then these things are discovered. Nobody ever knew about this thing. And this is where the problem is. So why would you even sign an agreement that you cannot read? Who are the Nigerians that signed it? Because if Nigerians have seen it, my brother and sister, Nigerians are patriotic people. They will raise their voice at the very first minute that they say, I don't want the money. How can you take my sovereignty? Do you know what that means? For how much? 400 million. That's what you want to sell Nigeria for. And then the Chinese can now take anything that they want. Our assets, our oil assets, they are not the Chinese are talking about taking over the LNG. Yes, the Chinese will make sure our politicians default. Yes, I am very happy that we've all agreed that we are angry. I believe that now that we found out that there are new loans with sovereignty tied to it, Nigerians do not want it. If you want to predict the future, study the past. We don't have a good history of managing foreign loans. We're very likely to fall. And if we fall, the Chinese will come here. If what they gave us for the money has depreciated, they will look around and take whatever they think they want that is up to the money they gave us. Don't forget this. So don't say it's tied to. No, it's not. If I give you some particular things, say a phone, that money is marked against the phone. If the time when the time to pay is and you've destroyed the phone, I won't tell you give me phone. No. I'll look at for anything you have and I will take it. That's what it is. Understand what they're saying. They're not telling you that thing. No, the thing they give you with the money, you could depreciate it. The 400 million, you might look inside that project and you find only 150 million.
Absolutely.
But they will take something off Nigeria for that thing on their mind.
So what should we do at this moment?
We do not want such. Because of the way we are a multi-ethnic society. The way Buhari has arranged these loans, that he excluded the Southeast and then excluded a lot of the South-South, and he spends the money up north. Tomorrow, when the Chinese want to take something and they say they want to take it in the Southeast, the areas that Buhari didn't expand this infrastructure of loans for, how do you think that will occur? We don't want it.
Okay.
We don't want it. Thank you.
Page 5 of this book, The Dawn of a New Nigeria. When you get to page 5, there is a subtitle there that said, Nigeria will be built by Nigerians. Nigeria will be built by Nigerians. That is a fact, indisputable fact. There is nobody that will come and build Nigeria for you. Anyone that comes from the outside to build Nigeria for the Nigerians, it means we are in debt, and if we are unable to pay, then there will be problem. Nigeria will be taken from the Nigerians. So you can't expect foreigners to come and build your nation for you, and you be with it. No, it is impossible. It is not done. This is me, your brother Aiedee, the preacher with testimony. I welcome you to Aiedee's Public Awareness Ministries, where we believe in community development through general knowledge, public issues, and evangelism.